Oftentimes on the channel, you'll hear me state that pathological narcissists are people that have accepted an evil spirit. So understand that if someone has accepted an evil spirit, then this is the core of their being. So here is a bit of Personal Development 101, Spirituality 101. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are spirit, or if you want to say the observer, the watcher, prana, life force, chi, source energy, governing a physical body with access to tools or faculties, namely our mind power, our willpower, and our emotions. Now, when it comes to pathological narcissists, at their core, they are dark. And this is because they abandoned their true spirits, their light source in childhood. This is why oftentimes you'll hear me refer to them as black holes. And black holes are dying stars. They come to consume light. They come to feed on your life force, energy. Now, understand that pathological narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder, which you'll find in the cluster B, often overlaps with antisocial personality disorder, that which you may commonly call sociopathy or psychopathy. So you could be dealing with a narcopath, or you may hear them being referred to as malignant narcissists. Now, who is a malignant narcissist or a narcopath? Malignant narcissism is a term used to describe an individual who exhibits extreme narcissistic traits along with features of aggression, sadism, and antisocial behavior. So again, it is where NPD and ASPD overlap. You'll see where narcopaths often display a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy, which again are characteristics of narcissism. But again, this is going to overlap with sadism, aggression, paranoia, and antisocial traits. So understand that you cannot build with a narcissist because they embody destructive energy. At their core, they are dark. At their core, they are black holes, and black holes come to consume your light. So understand that when you unmask a narcissist, it is a very dangerous thing to remain around them. Similarly, if you're watching Scooby-Doo and they unmask the villain is not happy because their plans were thwarted. And oftentimes you'll hear the villain, the antagonist, state, "And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and that damn dog." So understand that it is very dangerous to remain around narcissists again, especially after you have uncovered who they truly are. Now, who is a pathological narcissist, people? Pathological narcissists are people that have accepted an evil spirit. So think of this as having the proverbial devil or the proverbial angel on one's shoulder. Understand that when you are dealing with a pathological narcissist, they are tapped into their lower nature. They are tapped into the devil or devils on their shoulder. The devil is their headmaster, meaning that they listen to the voices in their heads that is telling them to harm you, that is telling them to attack you, because their conscience is compromised, their conscience is seared. So understand that you are dealing with someone that is stuck in victim abuser consciousness. They are based in shame, pathological shame, self-esteem so low that they would probably have to look up to see it. They're based in shame. Every day they wake up, they're in the first dimension. Every day they wake up in a self-loathing state. And at best, they get to the third dimension. They get to the level of pride. However, they are unable to let go of their pride. So pride comes right before the fall and they fall right back down to shame. And this is the cycle that pathological narcissists have been in since their childhood years. And this is why you cannot love a pathological narcissist, and they are also incapable of loving you. They do not have love to give. Love does not exist in the third dimension. Love is a very positive and a very high vibration energy. And you'll find love all the way up there in the 500s on the Hawkins scale. Pathological narcissists cannot make it past the level of 199. Again, they are stuck in the third dimension. They're stuck in hell and they can't make it past purgatory. Now, the behavior that you are seeing comes from an individual that is stuck in their lower ego. They have severe psycho-spiritual arrested development. So you are dealing with someone that is losing their mind. Narcissists have a couple of screws loose. You're also dealing with someone with very severe emotional arrested development because, again, they are based in shame and they're unable to move past their pride. Pride, dysfunctional pride, that is the most positive emotion that a pathological narcissist can feel. And this is where their grandiosity and their false sense of superiority comes from. They believe that they have dominion over you. They want to control you. They want you to be subservient to them. And pathological narcissists are incapable of letting go of their pride because, again, they believe that they are perfect. They do not see anything wrong with their behavior. So understand that abusers do not think like you. If you thought like an abuser, then you would go out and abuse others. Abusers want control over you. And again, they're unable to let go of their pride and they fall right back down to shame. This is the arrested development. This is the emotional immaturity that pathological narcissists have. And when it comes to their will, they are very impulsive and or compulsive. So you're dealing with a very erratic individual. And again, at the core of this disorder is that these individuals abandoned their source. They abandoned their lights in childhood. So today they are filled with darkness. And if you see darkness on the inside, eventually you will see darkness on the outside. And these individuals will plot against your life. They set traps just like Wile E. Coyote. You'll be sitting down and minding your business and they will come and attack you. Again, pathological narcissists are people that have accepted an evil spirit. They are in alignment with the evil thoughts that manifest in their minds. And they will follow those thoughts and they will eventually attack you. They will gaslight you. They will triangulate you. They'll set you up for insurance fraud. They'll pay someone to take you out, or they will take you out themselves for that insurance policy. That is what you're dealing with, especially again for the narcissists that border on antisocial personality disorder, the malignant narcissists, the ones that are involved in domestic violence cases, the ones that are in and out of prison, the narcopath. They're very antisocial in nature. You cannot build with a pathological narcissist. They embody destructive energy. So understand that on day 0, you were in an abuse cycle. And this abuse cycle starts off with a love bomb, or what you may commonly call idealization. And there is a bomb attached to the word love because pathological narcissists do not have love to give. Love is all the way up there in the 500s. Pathological narcissists cannot get to love. Half the time they have to look up to see shame. So they can't get to love, and again, at best they get to pride. They're based in shame and they cannot move past their pride. This is what we call victim abuser consciousness. The only relationship they can get into with a pathological narcissist is a victim abuser type 1. That is the level of consciousness that they are stuck at. You cannot have a healthy, blossoming relationship with a pathological narcissist because they do not see you as your equal. They are antagonists. They are villains. They are the opposition. They are the op. Pathological narcissists do not have love to give. They have abuse to give. They have lies to give. They have neglect to give. They have connivery to give. That is what you get from someone that did not develop past their lower ego. Pathological narcissist people are wired backwards. These individuals believe that they are their ego. They believe that they are the different masks that they wear. And they believe that they are the ego, and the ego is a mind-made construct. If someone believes that they are the mind, then they are losing their minds. And not only are these individuals losing their minds, the entire personality is disordered. The entire soul is underdeveloped. The entire soul is being lost. They're impaired at the level of the mind power, the willpower, and the emotions, and at the spirit level. What you are dealing with is a shell of a person, and eventually you will also start to feel like a shell of yourself, because that is what you're entangled with. You are involved in a relationship with someone that is not growing, because pathological narcissism is regressive. They get worse over time. They are lost souls, drifting deeper and deeper and deeper into the sunken place. And if you are still attached to them, then they will drag you down, because again, they are incapable of ascending. They are stuck in the third dimension. They are incapable of letting go of their pride. Pathological narcissist people believe that love and kindness is a weakness. This is their psyche. This is their mentality. This is how they think. And this is why they will weaponize your empathy. So if you recently got out of a narcissistic relationship, be on the lookout for a hoover. So either the narcissist will try to hoover you, and do not hoover yourself back into these toxic relationships. You cannot have a healthy, blossoming, blooming relationship with a pathological narcissist. Narcissists are abusers. The only relationship that you can have with a narcissist is a victim abuser type 1. If you try to love a narcissist, you will see where all of your love and kindness and compassion evaporates right there at the third dimension. Because that's the barrier. That's the spiritual barrier. At the spirit level, you are dealing with a very dark spirit. And again, you will eventually see this darkness on the outside. So understand that you cannot change another person. You can only change yourself. So at this time, it is important that you get out and stay out. It is important that you go no contact when you are dealing with abusers. Abusers are always looking for victims. That is what they do. They exist in victim abuser consciousness. So understand that you are the only one that can break this abuse cycle. And you break this abuse cycle by getting the courage to walk away and stay away. We're talking about the fourth dimension or higher. So get the courage to go no contact, or get the courage to go gray rock, again, depending on the exact situation that you are in. Once you know, you go.